Hello, welcome back to Jewel's Jewels. Okay, so this tidbit is pretty much for my ladies. Men, I guess you can make it relate to you however you see fit. Well, I'm not gonna say I guess you can. You can make it relate to you however you see fit. Um, so how many of you have, say you have bagged, um, conquered, or say that you have gotten into a relationship or a situationship or whatever, but say landed a big fish, right? Someone whom you may have watched from the sidelines for a while, or just someone who was in your view, like, okay, 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 I see you, but you never really, it was like, okay. But either or, just like a person that you kind of, held in a high regard, like, okay, like, yeah, I see you, like you hold them to a certain standard. And then when you start dealing with them, when you become entangled or intertwined with them, you become disappointed because what? Like, okay, last time I heard I was the man in these streets. Like, last time I heard you was the man in these streets. If you a Jeezy fan, you know what I'm talking about. But just like a person who you hold in high regard, like that popular person, that person who you always heard got that sauce. They look like they got that sauce, so whatever, like they, whatever it is about them, it's just that they're like they have your attention as being like that person, you know. And then once you experience them, you're just like, what? Like for real though, like can I get my money back? You know what I'm saying? Like not literally, but like, can I just erase this? Like, can we rewind this? Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, no. And it's disappointing because it's like, damn, like you're attractive, like you look like you got it all together. From what I heard, you got it all together. From what I've seen, you've got it together at least on some level, but damn, like on the inside, or in, it's like you might be good with this, but you're not good with a whole lot of this. It's just crazy. Like, two people, as far as like men who I've dated, like two people have just like, what? You though. And mind you, listen, one of them is like OG, like top dog. Okay. He's much older than me, and I've heard of him, like way before I was even outside. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard of him. Bagged him, landed him, whatever you want to call it, got with him. And it was just like so disappointing. Because like, what? And I'm not even talking about like in certain avenues he was a 10 out of 10, but in just like basic mental capabilities and things of that nature, it was a 1.3 out of 10. Like, no, no. And then it was another one. um Top dog, my age. So he was top dogging amongst my peers, but was so disappointing in just the way he handled stuff. And it's like, damn. Like, listen, I don't judge nobody for what you do unless it's unless you're doing harm to the children or the elderly, like if you a thotty, you a thotty. If you're you know, no good meal, you just a no good meal. Like whatever. Everybody got their own shit going on. I'm not the judge unless you fucking with the kids, the elderly, you doing some very much so unethical shit. Um, but with this situation, like, hold on, y'all. I think it's raining outside. It's been sunny all day. Sounds like I hear rain. But this guy was just like, mm-mm. He really did lack the bare minimum. And it's like, if what I could come up with as a woman, okay, like, listen, if you gonna do dirt, make sure you cover your bases. Like, we're all very much grown, okay? He wasn't a married man. He just had a situationship, and he and our situation was like way before any of that. You know what I'm saying? But either way, though, the thing is, I'm the type of person, I can look at the points of views from each and every angle. I could play devil's advocate, and I could see from the point of the most demeaned victim. I can see the points of view from all angles. It's not that I agree with all of them, but I can see it. You know what I'm saying? That's a major part of understanding. That's a major part of being enlightened. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to see from all points of views. That's basically one of the 48 laws of power, the art of war. Like, you got to be able to see from your opponent's lenses. If you could tap into the view of your opponent, then you'll be able to see what they see, and you'll be able to combat every move that they make. But that's for another situation conversation. Okay. However, it's like, listen, so if I'm a no good ass, you know what I mean? If I were a boy, okay, if I was a boy and I was moving greasy, I would know if I got a lady, if I got a lady at home, guess what? I'm not going to let anybody else, none of my other women have access to me after I cross that threshold. Y'all better catch me before y'all better catch me before 5 o'clock. Y'all better catch me before 10. Y'all better catch me before, you know what I'm saying, the time. Because once I'm in this bitch, I'm in this bitch. Don't call me, don't text me. Better yet, even if you do call me or text me, that shit gonna be blocked. You know what I'm saying? Because my shit going on do not disturb, or you just literally being blocked one by one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard out here for a pimp. You got to know how to maneuver. Don't write a check that your ass can't cash. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of these males do, and women too. But I'm speaking from a woman's point of view. I'm a heterosexual woman. I can't tell you how these women play other women, but I know how these men move. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, listen, don't move sloppy. If you gonna, you know what I'm saying, do what you do, then make sure you got your bases covered. It's no reason for another woman to be contacting any other woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep your shit intact. Keep your shit intact. That's messy. That's messy. So when that happened, somebody on my line telling me, oh, well, I'm so and so's girlfriend and this is this. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, listen, what? Like, okay, I'm not here to argue. Like, just get off my line. Like, please don't talk to me about it. Okay, bye. Okay, that's all I said was get out of here. I said, get out of here. Bye. Talk to him. And the same deal would go for him. Like, if I was to ever see him again, like, it's nothing to talk about. I would never be intertwined with that again. Just because he don't know how to move. He don't know how to move. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. It's not because he had a girlfriend, because this right here is a lover boy. He's been a lover boy. I've known him almost all my life. I've known him since I was a child. So this one right here, always been a lover boy. And we just always had a thing for each other. And we finally, we scratched the itch that we had. Okay, we got the itch out the way, and the itch is forever satisfied, because that move right there, you're null and void forever. Like, hey, how you doing? If I see you in passing, or maybe not, but never nothing else again, because what, I don't like that. So if you're gonna play, know how to play. If you're gonna be a player, know how to play. Know how to play. Don't be messy. Don't be messy. Because a coworker and I were talking about a thin line between love and hate. And we were talking about how Darnell looked Brandy in the eye and told her he loved her after she warned him, don't play with me. And he played with her intentionally. That's how tragedies occur. It's horrible. And I'm talking about for men and women. So know what you doing and just do what you know. Okay. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. What my boy J. Cole say? Might delete this later.